Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Judy English Daily, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Judy.
Hello, Judy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jake. How are you today, Judy?
I am wonderful, thank you. I cooked something new last night. I made a vegetable soup with tomatoes and carrots. It was very good.
That sounds delicious. I love soup. And you, Judy? Do you cook a lot?
I do. I find it relaxing. And you, Jake? How are you?
I am good. I watched a movie last night, a comedy.
Oh, was it good?
I think so. I liked it a lot. But my friend watched the same movie and he didn't like it at all.
Really? That is interesting. You have different opinions.
Yes, very different. I said, this movie is so funny. And he said, no, it isn't funny at all.
That happens a lot, and that is actually our topic today, opinions.
Opinions? Oh, that is a great topic.
Yes, today we are going to learn how to share your opinion in English. An opinion is what you think about something. It is your idea. For example, I think this movie is good. That is my opinion. I think this movie is bad. That is also an opinion.
So everyone can have a different opinion.
Exactly. And today we are going to learn 3 very important words that help you share your opinion. Should, could, and have to.
3 words. Okay, I'm ready.
But first, we have a small request.
Yes, if you like our podcast, please click the like button.
Please subscribe to Judy English Daily.
And share this episode with your friends and family.
Thank you. It helps us so much.
We love our listeners.
Okay, now let's start. So our first word today is should. S-H-O-U-L-D. Should. Should is a very useful word. When you say, you should do something, it means, I think it is a good idea.
So should is for giving advice.
Yes, exactly. Should is for advice and opinions. Let me give you some examples. You should drink more water. That means, I think drinking water is a good idea for you.
Ah, I see. Like my doctor. My doctor always says, you should eat more vegetables.
That is a perfect example. Here are more. You should sleep 8 hours every night. You should exercise every week. You should read in English.
These are all good ideas. Good advice.
Now, what about when something isn't a good idea? The no form of should is shouldn't. Should not. Shouldn't. It means it isn't a good idea.
Like you shouldn't eat too much sugar.
Exactly. You shouldn't skip breakfast. You shouldn't stay up too late. These are all opinions about what isn't a good idea.
Can I try? You shouldn't watch TV all day. You should go outside and walk.
Perfect, Jake. You used both should and shouldn't. Now here is something very important. When you want to share your opinion, you can say, I think you should before should. I think you should try cooking at home. I think you should study a little every day.
Ah, I think you should is very useful. Let me try. I think everyone should try pasta because pasta is the best food in the world.
Of course, Jake loves pasta.
I really do, but that is my opinion.
Yes, and that is a great sentence. Now let me ask you for advice, Jake. I eat too much chocolate. What should I do?
I think you should eat fruit when you want something sweet. Fruit is sweet too.
What else?
And you shouldn't buy chocolate at the supermarket. If you don't buy it, you can't eat it.
That's right. Very smart advice. See, listeners, Jake just gave me his opinion using should and shouldn't. Now, one more practice. Your friend says, I am always tired. What should you say?
I think you should sleep more, and I think you shouldn't drink coffee at night.
Very, very good. And your friend says, I want to learn English faster. What do you think?
I think you should listen to English every day, and I think you should listen to Enjoy English Talks.
I love that answer. And you know what? That's a real opinion. You really believe that, and that's what makes it powerful. When you use I think you should, you are sharing something real, something from your heart.
Yes, it feels natural.
Good. Okay, let's move to our second word. Could. C-O-U-L-D. Could.
Could. I know this word. It means was able to. Like I could swim when I was 5.
Yes, that is one meaning of could, but today we are learning a different meaning. When you share your opinion, could means here is an idea for you, and it is softer than should.
Softer? What do you mean?
Let me show you. Listen to these two sentences. You should see a doctor. This is strong. It means, I really think you need to see a doctor. Now listen, you could try some tea. This is soft. It means, maybe this is a good idea. You can try it if you want.
Ah, so should is like do this, it is important, and could is like maybe try this, it is just an idea?
Exactly. Could gives people a choice. It is very kind and friendly. You aren't telling someone what to do, you are giving them an option. An option means a choice, something they can pick.
I like that. So you could go to the park means the park is one idea, but you can do something else too?
Yes, and you can make it even softer by adding maybe. Maybe you could go to the park. Maybe you could try cooking something new.
Let me try. My friend says I am bored this weekend, and I say, you could watch a movie, or maybe you could visit that new cafe near your house.
That is wonderful. You gave two ideas, two choices, and you can also use could for making plans with someone. We could go to the park. We could eat dinner together.
Oh, that is nice. So when I make plans with my friend, I say, we could watch a movie on Saturday, or we could try that new restaurant.
Perfect. Now let me give you another example. Jake, I don't know what to eat for dinner tonight. What do you think?
You could make soup. You said you like soup. Or you could order pizza. Pizza's always good.
Those are nice ideas. See, you gave me two options, two choices. You didn't tell me what to do. You just gave me ideas.
I like could. It feels friendly.
It is very friendly. Now, let's compare should and could. I will say a sentence with should, and you change it to could. Ready?
Ready.
You should take a break.
You could take a break.
You should try yoga.
Maybe you could try yoga.
See how it sounds softer? Both are correct, but should is stronger, and could is more like a soft idea.
I understand. Should is I really think this. Could is maybe this?
Very, very good. Now you can also say I think with could. I think you could try waking up earlier. I think we could meet on Saturday.
I don't think I could ever wake up early. I'm not a morning person.
We know, Jake, we know. Okay, our third and last word for today. Well, it's actually two words. Have to.
Have to, like I have to go to work?
Yes. Have to means you must do it. You don't have a choice. I have to go to work every day. Students have to do homework. You have to wear a seatbelt in a car. A seatbelt is the belt in a car that keeps you safe.
So have to is the strongest one.
Yes. Let me put them together. Should is advice. It is a good idea. Could is a soft idea. Here is one thing you can try. Have to is a rule. You must do this.
I have to wake up early every morning for work. I don't like it, but I have to do it.
Yes, and one important thing, for he and she, we say has to, not have to. She has to study. He has to work tomorrow.
Has to, okay. She has to, he has to, I have to, we have to.
Perfect. Now, the negative is very interesting. Listen carefully. Don't have to. And this is very important. Don't have to doesn't mean the same as shouldn't.
It doesn't? What is the difference?
Don't have to means you don't need to do it. You can choose. Listen, You don't have to come to the party. That means you can come or you can stay home. It's your choice. Both are okay.
Oh.
But you shouldn't come to the party means it is a bad idea to come. Very different.
That is very different. So don't have to isn't bad. It just means you can choose.
Exactly. More examples. You don't have to finish it today. Take your time. You don't have to cook. We can order food. It means it's okay either way.
My boss sometimes says that. You don't have to finish it today. Monday is fine. I like when she says that.
That is a great example. Now, Jake, at your work, what do you have to do?
I have to finish my designs on time. I have to check my emails every morning. And I have to go to meetings. Oh, and I have to walk my dog Max before work.
Max doesn't wait.
No, Max starts jumping at the door at 7 o'clock. He doesn't care if I'm tired.
That is very funny. Let me give you one more example. A new person starts at your office. They ask, "What are the rules here?" What do you tell them?
You have to arrive before 9. You have to check your email every morning, but you don't have to wear a suit. You can wear normal clothes.
That was great. You showed what you must do and what you can choose. Very clear. Okay, now let's practice with all 3 words together. I'm going to ask you a question and you give me your opinion. Use should, could, and have to. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, a new listener asks us, "I want to learn English. What do you think I should do?"
Great question. First, I think you should listen to English every day. Even 10 minutes is good. Maybe you could try a podcast, like this one. And you have to be patient. Learning a language takes time. You don't have to be perfect.
Jake, that was amazing. You used should, could, have to, and don't have to, all in one answer.
It feels natural now.
Now let's try a little game. I will say a sentence, but one word is missing. You tell me the right word. Should, could, or have to.
Okay, let's go.
Number 1. It is raining outside. You take an umbrella.
You should take an umbrella. It is a good idea.
Perfect. Number 2. Tomorrow is Saturday. You go to the beach or stay home.
You could go to the beach or stay home. It is just an idea, a choice.
Very good. Number 3. The test is on Monday. You study before Monday.
You have to study before Monday. You must do it.
Very good. 3 out of 3. And one more. You eat breakfast, but it is a good idea.
You don't have to eat breakfast, but it is a good idea. So maybe you should.
Perfect answer. Now, one last practice. I need your real opinion, Jake. I want to start running in the morning. What do you think?
I think you should start slowly. Don't run too far on the first day. Maybe you could run for just 10 minutes. And you have to wear good shoes. That is very important for your feet.
3 words in one answer. Should, could, and have to. Beautiful, Jake.
Thank you, Judy.
Now I want to ask you one more thing. This is your real opinion. Jake, should people study English alone or with a friend?
Oh, good question. I think you could do both. Sometimes you should study alone. When you read or listen, you can focus better by yourself. But I also think you should practice speaking with a friend, because you have to talk to learn to talk.
I agree. You have to practice speaking, and you don't have to find a perfect teacher. A friend is enough. You could talk about your day in English. You could ask each other questions.
Yes, my friend and I do that sometimes. We talk in English for 10 minutes. It is hard, but it is fun.
That is wonderful. And see, Jake and I just had a real conversation using all 3 words. Should, could, and have to.
This is fun. I want to give my opinion about everything now.
Okay, let's review.
Yes, let's see what we learned.
Today we talked about how to share your opinion in English. We learned 3 important words.
Yes, first, should and shouldn't. Should means it is a good idea. Shouldn't means it isn't a good idea. We say, I think you should.
Good. And second, could. Could is softer than should. It means, here's an idea. Maybe you could try this.
And third, have to and don't have to. Have to means you must do it. Don't have to means you don't need to, but you can choose.
Perfect. You remembered everything.
I learned a lot today.
And you did such a great job today. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Give this episode a like.
And share it with a friend.
Now, we have a question for you today.
Yes, please leave a comment below.
Tell us, what do you think people should do every day to learn English? Use I think you should in your answer.
We would love to read your answers.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English.